Hey there, I'm John, and today I'm going to show you how to bake delicious cookies using the simple ingredients of bananas and flaxseed meal. That's right, no wheat, no flour, and no processed foods. The first time I tried these, I gotta admit, I was extremely skeptical, but was amazed at how delicious they came. In this video, I'll teach you 3 creative varieties using the bananas and flaxseed meal as a base, and also the best method I found after trial and error with the recipes that are already out there. Okay, so the first step is to make the batter for the cookies, and to do this you'll need about 4 ingredients. Ripe bananas, of course, flaxseed meal. I tend to use Bob's Red Mill brand, which is available in all major groceries. Some honey, organic and even local is best, and egg whites. Egg whites are actually an important part of this recipe as they'll hold together the batter while it's baking. And the last ingredient I like to add is a pinch of sea salt. Now in this recipe, the proportions are set to make about 15 to 20 cookies. So what you need is 3 bananas, 5 teaspoons of the flaxseed meal, and 5 tablespoons of honey. For the egg whites, about 2 tablespoons, but you can obtain that by gently cracking an egg open and letting the white drip out. Of course, you could always adjust it for smaller or larger batches, so it's about 1.5 teaspoons of flaxseed meal for every banana. Okay, so the first step would be to take a fork, mash up the bananas real good in a mixing bowl. I do this manually because you don't want to end up with something too mushy. Next, whisk the flax, the egg whites, the honey, and the salt in for about a minute or two. Now from here, you're actually ready to begin baking. But let's talk about varieties for a second. Into this batter, I like to sometimes add 3 basic varieties. One would be a 3/4 cup of chocolate chips. Another, I like a tablespoon of cocoa powder and a half cup of chopped almonds. And the third is I sometimes add 3/4 of a cup of macadamia nuts and half cup of coconut flakes. Sometimes I'll even make all 3 with the same batch, which is pretty easy. Just divide the original batch into 3 separate bowls. All right, so when you're ready to start baking, make sure you have an oven set to 375, and then take some parchment paper and fit it to an aluminum baking pan. And what you want to do is lightly grease the paper with a small amount of extra virgin olive oil. And what I usually do is I dab some on a paper towel and spread it onto the parchment paper that way. And now from here, it's just a matter of spooning out the batter and then baking uncovered for about 30 to 35 minutes on that middle oven rack. Oven times are definitely going to vary, so after about 25 minutes, you want to start checking them to see how you like them. What I found is that about 40 minutes, they really start to get too crispy for my taste, but sometimes I'll move the cookies to the lower rack for the last 10 minutes or so. All right, from here, just take them out, let them sit on the stove top for 20 minutes or so, and you're all set. By the way, kids love these cookies, and I mean, what a healthier way to satisfy their sweet tooth than all this processed junk that's out there. These actually have the added benefit of being rich in potassium and omega-3s as well. And trust me, they're every bit as delicious. I love these things. Well, that's it. Be sure to check out my blog at truemarrow.com for this recipe and many more, where I featured nothing but real food ingredients and wheat-free ingredients too. All the food I feature on there is stuff that helped me lose 73 pounds in 9 months, which I've kept off almost a year now. And also, be sure to find me on Facebook at True Marrow. Bye-bye for now.